Welcome to our little curious podcast, Hidden Synapses. Spaceflight is built on precision. One wrong calculation and a mission can fail. But behind the legendary Apollo missions was a mind that never made mistakes. Katherine Johnson, a hidden figure for too long, calculated the numbers that sent astronauts to the moon and back. This is her story. Katherine Johnson's remarkable journey from a mathematically gifted child to a pioneering NASA mathematician represents one of the most significant yet long overlooked contributions to space exploration. Born in 1918 in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, Johnson's extraordinary talents emerged early, leading her to skip several grades and enter high school at just 10 years old. Despite the severe limitations placed on African Americans in science and mathematics during that era, her brilliance couldn't be contained. Her childhood fascination with numbers manifested in counting everything, including her daily steps to school, an early indication of her future calling. Her academic excellence continued at West Virginia State University, where she studied under W. W. Schieffelin Clater, a prominent black mathematician who recognized and nurtured her exceptional abilities. Graduating summa cum laude at age 18 in 1937, Johnson had already demonstrated the mathematical prowess that would later prove crucial to America's space program. She went on to become one of the first African American women to attend graduate school at West Virginia University in 1939, breaking barriers and setting precedents. The scope of Johnson's contributions to space exploration is staggering. Her calculations were instrumental in several historic NASA missions, beginning with Alan Shepard's groundbreaking flight in 1961, which made him the first American in space. Her work was so precise and reliable that when NASA began transitioning to electronic computers, astronaut John Glenn specifically requested that Johnson verify the machine's calculations by hand before his Friendship 7 mission in 1962, declaring, "Get the girl to check the numbers." This vote of confidence from one of America's most celebrated astronauts speaks volumes about her reputation for accuracy. Her work proved vital for humanity's greatest space achievement, the Apollo 11 lunar landing in 1969. Johnson's calculations helped ensure the safe journey of Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins to the moon and back. Her expertise became even more crucial during the near-catastrophic Apollo 13 mission in 1970, where her mathematical calculations helped chart the emergency return course that saved the crew's lives. Johnson continued working for NASA well into the 1980s, contributing to space shuttle missions and laying groundwork for future Mars missions. Despite these monumental achievements, Johnson's contributions remained largely unrecognized for decades, due to several factors. As a black woman in segregated America, she faced significant discrimination, including being required to work in segregated offices and use separate facilities from her white colleagues. Additionally, NASA's culture tended to celebrate astronauts while overlooking the crucial behind-the-scenes work of mathematicians. The advent of electronic computers further pushed human computers like Johnson into the background, though her handwritten calculations were often trusted more than early computer results. Recognition finally came late in Johnson's long life. In 2015, President Barack Obama awarded her the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor. The 2016 film Hidden Figures brought her story to mainstream audiences, celebrating her contributions alongside other pioneering black women at NASA. In 2021, NASA took the significant step of naming its Washington, D.C. headquarters after her, ensuring her legacy would be permanently connected to the agency she served so brilliantly. Living to the remarkable age of 101, Johnson witnessed the full impact of her groundbreaking work on modern space exploration. Her story transcends mere mathematical calculations. It's about perseverance, brilliance, and breaking barriers in both science and society. Johnson's legacy proves that behind every major advancement in space exploration, there were unsung heroes making the impossible possible through sheer intellectual power and determination. The recognition of Johnson's contributions helps correct a historical oversight and reminds us that scientific achievement often depends on brilliant minds working behind the scenes. Her story continues to inspire new generations of scientists and mathematicians, particularly those from underrepresented groups, showing that talent and determination can overcome even the most formidable societal barriers. Katherine Johnson didn't just calculate numbers, she calculated history, enabling humanity's greatest adventures in space exploration while breaking down barriers on Earth. The moon landing wasn't just a triumph of technology, it was a triumph of minds. Katherine Johnson's calculations shaped NASA's success, yet her name remained in the background for too long. Today, we honor the mathematician who helped humanity reach for the stars. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the life of Katherine Johnson. If you enjoyed this episode of our podcast, Hidden Synapses, don't forget to subscribe and share. And if there's another underrated scientist whose story you think should be told, let us know. We'd love to explore it in a future episode.